Because a lot of times, what happens with potential is you can kind of like OD on potential.
Yeah.
You get stuck there. You know what I'm saying?
Lord knows you do.
It just constantly potential. It's like you stuck there. You never come out of potential, and you can kind of literally almost just die there. You know what I'm saying? Because you never took the time to allow it to develop and manifest, and you just stayed there in it. And so it's like a lot of times people just get stuck there. They go, instead of going through it, they die in it. And so I think that's what God used my story to like, listen, man, you don't know what's in you, but I'm gonna have to let you hurt, and it's not gonna be a little while. Cause see, a lot of times people want stuff to happen quick. So it's like,
A lot of times.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you finna go through this, son.
It's a process.
And it's not gonna be a quick process. But I promise you, if you can get through to the end, it's gonna be worth it in the end.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. And y'all know how we do, man. I'm joined to my left, your right, man. My brother from another mother, man. Y'all give it up for Alxndr Hall, man. Y'all make some noise.
What's good? What's good? I'm trying to get my bifocals right over here. These things ain't acting right.
Full time.
Hey, you see?
What's going on? What's happening?
Do you see what I see?
I'm trying to be able to see. Right.
I got contacts in. I keep forgetting I got to order me some more too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because your boy is on the out.
Bro, Jimmy Fox got some nice frames, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some nice frames.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to get me some more too. Yeah. Y'all know how we do, man. We gonna run it back, man. Yeah, we gonna run it back, man. Just having a wonderful time, man. Y'all know how we do.
All day.
Yeah, man. Give it up to my boy, my brother from the same mother on my right, your left. Y'all know who this is, man.
Big Bag.
Give it up for Mr. Big Bag himself.
Lock the chains like the doors. I just lock the chains like the doors.
Oh my God.
Sound like Mr. Clark done stopped by.
You got the water, don't you, son? Don't you? Oh, you got your lemonade, huh? You got what about the water, son?
Oh, Lord. Man, y'all give it up for my brother from the same mother, man. Give it up for Boy Wonda.
What's going on, my brother? How y'all doing?
Big Bag.
Everything's lovely, man.
Yeah, Big Bag. Mr. Big Bag himself.
Big Bag.
Bro.
What's up, man?
Been on the high the last couple weekends, man.
Yeah, man.
Coming in festival music show went well.
Yeah.
Got a good return on that, and then also with the Taking the City Bash, that was just like, that was dope.
Yeah, I saw some of the clips y'all put up between you and Jason.
Bro, we had a fun, man. Shout out to Arius, dog. He was my co-host, and we were each other's host, man. It was dope.
Oh, you was hosting?
Yeah.
You hosted a little bit too? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We hosted the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Nights.
Yeah.
Bro, like that's little bro right there, man. he funny too. Got a lot of energy. Man, we just had a great time, bro. It's just like a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Just brothers coming together,
Yeah.
throwing on a dope event, and just clowning, just enjoying each other's time, and it was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and the people, man, just Man, shout out to Fort Myers, bro. Like they solid, man. They
I
hold
love
your
Fort
boy
Myers.
down.
Yeah.
For real, man.
I
They
love
hold your
Fort
boy
Myers,
down, bro.
I love
And
Yeah.
it's just like while we was on stage, it's like, hey, you want to take a selfie? Can you take a selfie? You know, it's just
I
like,
see. I see. You had a lot of pictures, man.
bro, I ain't even posted a quarter of them. Just got in the lobby, and it's good though, bro, because this is like we want to let people know God is tangible.
Yeah.
And so just to be able to like make them happy and make them like their night, give them a second win to continue to
Yeah.
overcome, bro. Like I said in my post, I think that's important.
Yeah.
It's vital, man. So then we got Daytona this weekend, and then Orlando after that, Worship and Flow. And then we got a couple weeks, you know,
Yeah.
downtime. And then Savannah, Georgia. So God is good, bro.
Yeah.
Just God is really good, man.
Yeah.
And Rick is doing well too. So his single, "Say That" with featuring Pastor Tim and Uncle Reese, that just got under the new release. Like as far as this is just to cop. So that's huge. I mean, he's
okay.
making a lot of traction on this single.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that
That's-
single
that's
fire
really
though.
dope. Bruh, I love it.
Ooh. yeah,
Say
yeah.
that, bro. When I tell you, bro, both of them smashed it this weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Like everybody did their thing, but they smashed it. The pre-party was dope. We got everybody hyped there. So this is so fun. So Jay was like, "Hey man, let's try to keep them, you know, entertained, energized." So we went back there. We was waiting on Miles, his plane. He was stuck at the airport. So by the time, and this is funny, like this, we couldn't make this up. So he walking in, he's like, he see me up there, he looking, he's like, "Why dude's performing my song?" But we had the radio station going, so it just happened to came up. He just happened to walk in.
Wow.
That joke was so funny. He was cool though, but man, that joke was funny. But man, we just had a ball, bro. We had a ball.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
What about you, my brother? What's going
Oh
on?
man, hey man, it's go time. It's back to school, man. So you know we heavily on the marketing scheme, and you know got a couple bookings and stuff right now. So still really trying to push getting the new workbook in. So it's getting a lot of traction. So
Sweet.
yeah, so just got still got them floaters out there. So that you know, so some I got some I pulled the green light, some I'm waiting to pull the green light. So.
Facts.
And then football season for the start. So
We already know.
Yeah, you
That's
already
no-go
know,
time.
man. Yeah, man, I'm excited. We got a really great group of kids, man. They really kind of went through the fire last year with the stuff we had to deal with. So yeah, man, a lot more focused and energized, and they really, want to come out and do some things. So we got a team. Coach ain't really explained to them what it is yet, so they won't listen to it. Because some of the kids listen to the podcast, so they won't hear this after the fact. So,
We hope it was
yeah.
still good.
So we doing a little team bonding thing Friday. So, and I'm excited about that,
Bro,
man.
that's what bring the team together and get them like really.
Yeah, get them
unison.
locked in. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you get to learn and know why your brother moved the way he moved. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Why he do what he do. You get, you don't know everybody's home life ain't good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like I always tell them, man, I say sometimes you got kids, they may not be as talented. They might just be out here because y'all the only family that they got. In a sense. So they just want to be a part of something that's bigger than what they have going on. So, take it from somebody that's been an underdog a few times. So, my heart is always with the underdog. So, so I'm real big on that, man. Just trying to create that family atmosphere. That's what we had growing up.
Bro, I'm telling you, because
I'm
when you're
saying?
locked in off the field, it makes a more
Makes a big difference on the field.
impact and,
Yeah.
and punch on the field. And then when you gotta get strength or encouragement from someone.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we got you, man. Come on, man. You got this. Tighten up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Like, man, get out your head, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man. Then man, never thought I'd be doing stuff like this in a million years, man. If you told me I'd have been doing this while I was in school, man, I'd have probably looked at you like you had 3 heads, man. I can get out, out there, man, and
What was your interest in school? Like when we were in school, like what
Actually, bro, I was trying to tap in because when we was in school, technology was actually in a shift. So I was actually starting to look into computer graphics.
Okay.
Because I could draw. Because I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but you remember the commercial that used to come on with the turtle and I think it was a pirate, and you get to choose. It was an art school, and so I actually called them one day and got the information. So they sent me the test. So basically, part of the entry is you will have to pick one of those two characters, and you actually have to draw them and send it back. So I actually did that. I drew. I think I want to say I drew the turtle, and I did a really good job on it. So I scored really high on it, and so but it was really expensive to go there. So but I say with technology shifting, maybe I'll look into computer graphics. I can draw. And then with technology coming in the way it was at the time, so maybe I do computer graphics. So that's what I kind of started in. And that's crazy, man. This is actually leading right into the segment. You joking? Yeah. Because my story actually kind of leads into what we're gonna be talking about. Because we didn't have that type of money growing up, so I kind of got put in a situation. So I can't even really say that was the total reason why I didn't go to that school. I don't remember, but I do remember it was being expensive. And so ended up trying to go to the local community college here, which was Polk Community College at the time. Now it's Polk State. So I actually did go, but I was actually paying for school out of pocket because they some stuff happened with my financial aid that really wasn't making any sense, and that's they sent me, I signed up for fall classes. They mistakenly sent me a check for through the summer. So I took the check back because I ain't want no smoke. So I took the check back, get ready for the fall classes. Now all of a sudden I don't qualify for financial aid. Make that make sense. You just sent me a check a month and a half ago.
Right.
No situation changed. None of that stuff changed. Everything's still the same household, same income, no additions, none of that stuff. But now you don't qualify for financial aid. So God has a way of getting you to reach your potential if you let him.
Yeah.
So what happened, long story short, I ended up going, I took the classes. So I was actually working full time while going to school. So I was taking maybe 3 classes, I think I was at the time. So it became a lot for me. I'm working full time and then taking the classes that I was, maybe 2 or 3, I don't remember. But I was paying for them out of pocket. So it had got to the point where I just told God, man, I was like, you gotta do something, man. I can't keep doing this. I was really strapped, because parents couldn't help me at all, because everything was going towards to take care of the house. So, which is understandable. So, and so I ended up leaving at the end of the semester. And so, long story short, man, God just kind of shifted me through a series of hardships, setbacks. I just shared it with one of the podcasts. Didn't get along with one of my managers. I left a good job. Well, it's an okay job, but back then they was throwing pennies at you. If you got a quarter raise, you was doing good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. Hey, you're a great worker. You're this. You're that. Man, I love what you do. You help train. Man, I train. I'm a kid basically training grown people off the street to do whatever job I was doing at the time. So, and then when it came for time for promotion, hey man, you're doing a wonderful job, all the pats in the back, but then you want to slide a dime or 15 cents.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with that? So ended up leaving there. Long story short, got into sales, car sales. Me and the sales manager didn't get along because he was just a crooked guy, and I don't never disrespect authority. I didn't disrespect authority, but I didn't move the way he wanted me to move because I knew what he was doing. And so he just one morning just told me, okay, this ain't working out. You ain't got to come back. Ended up getting into the insurance business. And through that, that was a development of something that was inside of me that I didn't even know that was there. Because I was the quiet kid. So, and it's always said that a lot of times people on the outside look at you and see the potential in you more so than what you see in yourself. And so God kind of used that. I always say my story, the backside of the mountain to show me the front. And so that's how I learned, even with ministry, that's how I learned, because I learned the business side first. And so when I got into ministry, it actually was easy because ministry outside of actual church is really nothing but business, how you conduct business behind closed doors. So, everybody that enjoying taking their kids to kids' church, and there's people putting booklets together for your kids. There's people printing stuff for your kids. All that is church business. I'm not talking finances. Just because when people talk about church business, they already think about money. That's inclusive, but you got to realize when y'all dropping your kids off, them pages that they're coloring and giving back to you, somebody spent hours printing those out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these are all functions and things that go behind a scenes of things that makes what you like enjoyable, that we don't know that this is what's going on. So it's like God kind of trained me in all of that, because learning how to talk with people, put things together, how to move and shake systems.
Because all business is all systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Structure and systems.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like God was looking at, okay, here you go, son. You don't know, but there's this untapped potential in you that's going to touch many lives later on. You're not going to understand why I'm allowing you to go through this right now, but I need you to just go through it. Because a lot of times what happens with potential is you can kind of like OD on potential.
Yeah.
You get stuck there. You know what I'm saying?
Lord knows you do.
It just constantly potential. It's like you're stuck there. You never come out of potential, and you can kind of literally almost just die there. You know what I'm saying? Because you never took the time to allow it to develop and manifest, and you just stayed there in it. And so it's like a lot of times people just get stuck there. They go, instead of going through it, they die in it. And so I think that's what kind of God kind of used my story to, like, listen, man, you don't know what's in you, but I'm gonna have to let you hurt, and it's not going to be a little while. Cause see, a lot of times people want stuff to happen quick, so it's like
A lot of times.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you fit to go through this, son.
It's a process.
And it's not going to be a quick process. But I promise you, if you can get through to the end, it's going to be worth it in the end. And that's what, we want to encourage y'all to do, is like, don't die in your potential. Right. Tap the untapped. You know what I'm saying? Don't just stop there. I heard somebody say this: if you're going through hell, just don't stop. And a lot of times we stop, especially with the way things are going, right now.
You know what's crazy? I don't think we even realize how much we get robbed by wanting to go the fast route, or just want to get over with and get done. Like, if you think about it, you get to a situation, whatever profession you desire to do, or whatever calling, purpose, and let's just say you have this over here, you want to do music, but you don't understand the business side of things, or the performance side of things, or the rehearsals that go into it, or the creative side, the marketing. Like, you have all these things. So let's just say you want to hurry up and surpass all of that. What are you left with?
Right.
Nothing sticks.
Nothing. Exactly.
You won't remember nothing. You won't know how to do. Okay, how we do that again?
Right.
Like, when it's a process, it's something that's repeatedly done over and over until it becomes a part of you, and it's an excellence that a part of your character and trait that becomes one with you. So anytime anybody come on, like how Rick came on, like how Tim came on, how now it's like it's something just like a well-oiled machine. I know what to do. Yeah. I know how to move. I know what to do business wise. I know how to put on a show. I know how to be creative. I know how to do marketing. Like, all of this stuff that you don't realize with the process benefits you. Yeah. In the long term. Yeah. Because think about how many people have gassed out, like, real quick.
Right.
You don't even see a lot of them around no more because they wanted quick access. They wanted that microwave success. But listen, give me the slow and long money. Okay, I'll take that because I understand I put time, effort, blood, sweat, tears repeatedly. Still putting in time, money, effort, sweat, tears. So I wouldn't change nothing about any type of process that I've endured, even what I'm in right now. Like it's always a learning curve. What can you learn from the experience and the process that you're going through with? Like, what is God trying to show you
Right.
that you're not getting, that you're missing, that you keep retaking this test over and over? Okay, God, what is it? Just look within yourself. What is it that, and you have to be honest with yourself. What am I not really fully doing? And that's what it boils down to. And that your potential, I remember when I was about 09, 08, there was such a hunger and a drive that sometimes we get naive in the process of, because you get so high off of just the getting that you don't know how to be in the moment. You don't know how to receive the moment. So when it's here, you're not even in it. You just be like, okay, on to the next. So it's just like, okay, let me just breathe. Let me process this. Even just going to Real World Records, there was just such a drive and just like going. It's like, bro, it's just like sometimes that ain't good.
Yeah.
Because you'll overlook a lot of stuff. You'll miss a lot of stuff. And so I had to learn how to balance that. I can still give my hunger. I can still thirst. I can still do this. I can still do that. But I have to be mindful.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be fatigued and then I'm out of gas. And then I don't want to be fooled with nothing no more.
Right.
And that's not how it was designed. So it's like, bro, you said a mouthful when you say don't OD on potential because you get stuck there. You be like, man, I remember when. Oh, man, I remember when.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's a lot of that.
Bro, it's like, okay, well, what's the new win?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bars.
Right.
But it's true, bro. You can't OD on potential, man. It'll do more harm than good.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah. And man, I gotta read this right here. And I know you're probably gonna tap something from you over here.
Oh, well,
I gotta, man. It's like, you know, we from time to time we go to the dictionary. So, but check this out, right? We know what potential means, but just kind of bring this stuff home, man. It says having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. Right? And then check this out. And then it also says here, it says latent qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to future successes or usefulness. But check this out now. It says latent qualities or abilities. Well, what does latent mean?
I don't know. What is it?
Latent means this: of a quality or state existing but not yet developed or manifested.
So is
Hidden or concealed.
God, dog.
yeah.
You just throw the phone right now.
God, dog.
Yeah,
You just throw the phone.
that's heavy.
What is revelation, right? Revelation is hidden information, unless it's revealed. Revelation means something has been revealed to you. So when God gives you revelation, that means he allowed something that was there.
Yep.
It was there. It just was hidden for a season. And so now I'm going to reveal this to you.
Yeah.
So which means is the gift in you is hidden and concealed, but it's up to you to allow God to reveal it to whoever it's supposed to be a blessing to.
That's why I say seek and ye may find. Seek so that you can find.
So here's the thing. So even if I'm waiting to manifest whatever it is in me, that means I have to put myself in a situation for what's hidden in me to come out. So my life can't dictate everything that's in me and for me to keep it healed if I want to be the best version of myself and what God called me to be and do. So that means is like we're always talking about where we were, where we are, and where we're going. So even though we have a lot of ambitions to do certain things, we still go through our own trials and tribulations and stuff at any convenient moment. So your potential doesn't subside just because life happens.
So don't.
So sometimes that can come in the form of a test to really see how bad you really want it. Because sometimes your opportunity is hidden in the obstacle, and we miss our opportunity because we shy away from the obstacle because I don't want to deal with that.
Well, Doctor, I've been studying heavy on Dr. Miles Monroe.
Oh man, that dude,
I've been heavy on him, like studying. So
that cat like pass intelligence
For real.
like
For real.
he said it this way. He was talking about vision. So he said that when your vision comes from God, right? He said, so when you know he said life will test your vision if it's authentic. That's what he said.
Say less.
He said
hold up. Keep talking. I'm gonna show you something.
he said life will test your vision if it's authentic. And this almost fainted when he said this, bro.
What'd that say?
Yeah, for sure.
I wrote that down a couple days ago.
Yeah,
That's it. That's what you thought. That's it right there. Yeah. I seen it.
yeah, it's heavy.
I seen it somewhere and I wrote it down.
It's heavy. Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said this, bro. When he said this, I almost fainted.
Yeah.
I was driving, I almost swerved off the road, bro. He said,
He's on the same wavelength. Wow.
look, when he said this right here, it gave me encouragement and gave me hope, and it gave me revelation on my gift and my purpose and what I'm called to do. I think I told, and whoever I told this to, it was somebody real close, because I'm learning you gotta stop running your freaking mouth. So it was somebody real close to who I told this to what I'm finna say. I said that I'm 36 years old and I'm just now getting my fingerprints on my vision and why I'm breathing right now.
Wow.
Just now, I'm just now kind of understanding what I'm supposed to do, and I can see myself doing what I'm supposed to do. Why I have the gift that I have, why I have the gift of rhyming, why I understand words the way I do, why I'm emotional like I am, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand. I have a understanding now. Like, wow, this is crazy, right? Dr. Miles Monroe said, and if y'all don't know who he is, please Google Wikipedia. This man is
Right.
Rest in peace.
Polished.
Yeah.
Gem, dog.
So he said that. Check this out, and you just said it too. He said your future. He said your future is inside of you. He said the forest don't go before the seed. The forest is inside of the seed. I almost swerved when he said that. I was like, oh, snap. He said, right. He was like, the forest is not, he said, that's the forest on the inside of the seed. You plant the seed and you get the forest. You don't go to the forest to get the seed. I was like, oh, man, that's crazy.
Right.
He said, so it's in there and it comes out. You know what I'm saying? So that's like key what you just said. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. Dr. Miles is serious,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Man,
serious.
I would just wonder where
Bro.
the ministry would be if he was still alive.
He said, the ministry is.
But it's still flourishing though.
Yeah,
I think
still
his
flourishing.
son took over, didn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And whoever hears his voice and grasps what he's saying and feeds on it, that's keeping the ministry going. Because since I heard that, I would never forget that.
Yeah.
It's no way you can forget that. You got I almost said you got to be a little off to forget that.
He working. He working.
I'm trying to get I'm trying to get my mouth right. You know what I'm saying?
Praise the Lord.
Yeah,
That is a W.
yeah.
Praise him. Praise him.
Yeah, praise him. You know what I'm saying? So I know you, but if you once you hear that, you just can't forget
Faith to
that.
be proud.
Yeah, you should be proud. Yeah. It's that type of stuff is too potent to forget, bro.
Yeah.
It's too potent.
Even when you hear his stuff, bro, it just sounds so now.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
the way he
yeah.
talked, he was just so ahead of his time.
bro.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
he said your vision. He said your vision will choose your friends.
Ooh.
Slap yourself.
He said, I was like, if my vision would choose my friends, then my vision would choose my spouse. If I know what my vision is, look,
Yeah, no.
that came from me. That came from me. I was like, I said, okay, so if my vision would choose my friends, then my vision would choose my spouse.
Well, that's that stink face right there.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Because if vision come from God,
Jesus.
then
Yes.
you know vision come. Look, son, this is what I want your. This how I want your life to go.
Yeah.
So if you see the vision and you align with Him, then you can kind of see. Well, okay, God, I see. Wow, I see. So therefore, if it's not aligning with what God got for me, then it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So my vision. He said, your vision will choose your friends. He said your vision will choose how you invest your money. He said your vision will choose your diet.
Wow.
Bro, he was thought that, man, I was locked. I heard this stuff. I was like, I can't believe this. Like, this is crazy. This is like, I said, God, you working. This is gluing everything. Like, this is gluing for certain ones.
Wow.
That's
You-
powerful.
It's powerful.
That's yeah.
It's powerful. So
Yeah.
when you're talking about potential, you have to know. When you're talking about potential, a lot of people you're parked in your potential, but you need to drive in the vision. It's cool to be parked in the potential. You parallel park. Now you might have a new Cadillac where you just let it do it by itself, but once you get
That boy it is bad.
but once you get a glimpse of the vision, you have to slowly ease out and just and swing in the traffic. Sometimes traffic is going fast. It's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't used to, so sometimes you okay, if you go out the first time I went to Tennessee, they had the 5 lanes. I'm not used to 5 lanes. I'm from Tampa. You know what I'm saying? We just swerving, skirt, 38. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We hit 38th and Clifton, we pop off. You know what I'm saying? We go to Osborne. We ain't even put no blink on. We just
Just swerving.
we just swerve it over. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh my God.
But when I went to Nashville for the first time, me, Nate, Devon with the Bobby Jones. Shouts out to Bobby Jones.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, went up there.
Yeah.
And so when I was driving, because we took turns driving, so when we got there, I think we was in Murfreesboro at the time, heading to Nashville. So Devon made me drive because he drove most of the way because he liked driving. So when we got there, it was them 5 lanes. I wasn't used to it. So I was a little nervous. I was like, he was like, bro, you can speed up, bro. It's 5 lanes. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? So when you parked in your potential and you see the vision, it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be scary because you gotta drive different. You gotta accelerate. You know what I'm saying? You gotta the cars, the other traffic. When you're in vision, other people move different when they're in vision. It's not just you, because you're around other people who got vision too. So they drive us different. They're not like your mom and them who don't want to do nothing.
Right.
They ain't like your homies, them who just want to chill, just want to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like them. They move at a certain pace. So you have to learn how they drive. You have to kind of drive how they drive in
Right.
order so you don't be messing up the flow of traffic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it was Dr. Miles Monroe, bro, he really opened up all types of doors to my mind and my heart. And I'm gonna continue to study his teaching along with Jesus' teaching. And just, a lot of the guys, and this is why Dr. Delatoro, Dr. Eric Thomas, Dr. Miles Monroe, and a lot of other leaders out.
Yeah.
One thing they all have in common is that they are Brother Myron Golden. All of them guys are foundationally cemented in the Word. They have real relationships with Jesus. I'm not saying that some leaders don't. Some leaders they do
Yeah,
their
they're just
thing.
you know, do what they do.
They
Yeah.
do what they do. But these guys
They're
are
deeply rooted in their faith. Yeah.
yeah. So when Jesus said, every man shall live off the bread alone, the word alone. They structure every part of their life off of the word. You can tell because of what come out of their mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
once you see your potential, you gotta kind of move with the traffic.
Yeah.
With your
real.
vision, and that's how you accelerate a little bit, you know. So I'm just now grasping that concept for myself.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's bro.
That's
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And cool. And you're right, because when I look at my life, dog, and how crazy it's been, I couldn't have been with nobody else other than Isha.
facts.
To endure the hardships that we've had to endure, you know what I'm saying? Losing the house in the hurricane and then having to go back home and end up having to live there longer than what was expected because I was blinded by my faith.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Because of the loss that was suffered. Because I was heavily listening to Bill Winston, Creflo Dollar, all the big. They was considered the faith leaders at the time, the big faith movement.
Yeah.
So it was back in 2004 when the 4 hurricanes came through, wiped a whole lot of people out. But it just took me a little bit longer to get back on my feet than everybody else. And then you just having to endure the hardships of going through that and having fellow believers like coming to you and questioning you, like, hey, you know, why is it taking you so long to get back on your feet when it's like God has just got you in this space where no matter where you move, you feel enclosed. So it's like, why me? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think that probably been one of the first, I wouldn't say the first, but one of the first encounters where it's like, I looked at the Job story probably more than I've looked at in my life. It's like, why me then? It's like God saying, why not you? Because that's what he did with Job.
Yep.
You know, when the devil said, well, you know I can't do nothing to him. You got your protection. You had your protection. No, I can't do that. He was like, well, I tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. I'm gonna take my hedge of protection away from him. You can do this and do this, but you can't take his life. And it's like, but he's still not going to curse me. And it's like, I'm looking at that situation like everybody else is getting back on their feet. And it's like I'm trying to, I'm losing money left and right, doing certain stuff, and things just wasn't panning out. And I'm going, it's like, God, why is all this? But it's like the stuff that I learned concerning even with real estate. So when the market tanked and everybody was losing their houses and things like that, I had already been through it.
Yep.
It's like God gave me a precursor of what was to come. Like, Mike, I'm finna put you through a living hell right now because what's coming to the earth is exactly what you're going through, but in a large mass. And God brought me in the space of this real estate investor. And through this real estate investor, we was able to get out of a bad situation. And I'm glad I'm sharing this testimony because I was supposed to share this with somebody, and I don't remember who it is, and I just pray God bring that back to me because I was put in a situation with this investor where he was actually teaching me some stuff. We ended up short selling the house to the investor. So when the market came, and I actually ended up running into some people that was in the same situation and was able to share my testimony and kind of encourage and help them through their process and kind of navigate that situation. It takes a certain type of caliber woman to support you going through hell like that. So when you said the vision chooses your spouse, I say, my God, boy, you about to make me throw my phone, boy.
Yeah, because I had to think about because he said your vision chooses your friends. I said to myself, I said, well, if my vision chooses my friends, if my vision chooses my spouse, because the person who I'm turning into, God has to know who I need, and God has to know what she's gonna turn into as well. So I'm gonna be what she's gonna need, and she's gonna be. But if I defer off into my own lane, I'm gonna end up choosing now I'm choosing my own vision. So then now I end up choosing my own female. That's how you have kids and stuff be happening that you don't have to go through.
That's
because
like,
you don't know your vision.
Oh, this good. That's
Thank you, my friend.
because that's like you having a expensive piece of not jewelry, vase, and you just can't ship it or handle it a certain way. So, wow, even your potential, you just can't handle it a certain way. It never manifests if you don't put it in the right environment.
Facts.
So everything that's manifesting at this table, everything that is manifesting at this table is a result of the potential that God placed in me. Check this out. And I want y'all to follow me. So, Mike realizes something. Still ain't quite figured it out yet. Mike meets this guy by the name of Dr. Delatoro McNeil. So now this potential is in an environment with a bunch of high caliber profile people. Because that's all he hang around.
Facts.
So
Eagles fly with eagles.
there you go. So now that potential seed of what could be, which is defined in the potential of a future success, is becoming, but it was contingent on being in the right environment. Because I had been trying to get in his environment for years, but I couldn't afford the tab. I couldn't afford the tab. I wasn't in a financial position to pay the amount that required me to be in an environment that can change my life. But also understanding that God orchestrates everything in our world by time. So by the time that I was able to get the money saved up, it was the right timing for me to be in his atmosphere. Because when I shared it before, at that time he would only accept 10 people into the program he was doing. I was one of the 10. And actually that particular section of people, it was only 7 of us. And guess what? All 7 of us was in ministry. That's not a coincidence. So here we go. I leave that environment. I'm still trying to figure everything out. But here's the kicker though. I'm still feeling like there's something missing. I said there's an aggressive side in me, but I'm afraid to bring it out because people may not receive it. But it actually took me years to figure that part out. I just knew something was missing.
Facts.
So I come across this video of this cat yelling at people. So I'm like, who's this guy yelling at people? And they like it. So then it come introduced to Dr. Eric Thomas.
Dr. Eric Thomas,
And I'm like, I'm not copying nobody, just I knew that there was something. It was like, the light bulb goes off. It was like, that's it. Okay, so now potential reaches the next phase of its potential. So now, 2 brothers doing their thing, and they saw the potential in this guy and says, hey, you brought us in to rap, but do you have a speaker? Ooh, boy, y'all finna make me preach up in here tonight. Boy. Ooh, but it's hitting home, dog. This stirring me up, like real talk. So, for y'all that don't know, I'm talking about these 2 guys. It was a big event back in a couple years ago that was in Clearwater.
It was the Raising Hope Foundation.
Raising Hope Foundation.
Yeah, in Tampa.
It was a huge event. Huge event, probably one of the biggest at the time for me. So they was on as a card to do the music part. So that guy, Alexander, he pressed for me to get on, long story short, as a speaker. So I ended up doing the gig, enjoyed it. We had a phenomenal time, and we were sitting in the dressing room taking selfies, kikiing, just enjoying each other, enjoying the festivities. And it's like, we need to do something with this. Once again, potential was dropped in an environment that was able to handle what it could do with the potential, and it then began to manifest. So all of that, I said all of that to say this. So all of that brought us in front of you guys because all of that stuff was birthed from potential that didn't lie. And this, the definition that I read was latent. That they didn't just stay hidden or concealed, but because I was crazy enough to chase a vision, and because the vision was so big, what I put out in the atmosphere from a child to walk as a person that walked in wisdom from God and not from man as a child, because I heard the prayers of my mother. I heard the prayers of my father. And so because the vision was so big, the vision chose my wife.
Yeah.
The vision chose Boy Wonder. The vision chose Alexander, because Mike, you're going to come into some more potential that's going to realize their potential, and then your potential is all going to come together and flourish and create something so beautiful, such as the Blueprint to Success podcast.
Shots fired.
Yeah, for real. That's why when I heard it, bro, and that, cause you know me, I have to click.
So I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it
yeah.
It's full circle moment.
It's full circle. It's I had to go there. I had to paint the picture, dog, because you're looking at a kid that was so quiet. If they didn't take roll in school back then, you wouldn't even know I was there to be doing what I'm doing. You understand? It's astounding. It's crazy that I can almost walk in this area on plenty of campuses and somebody there gonna know who I am because I've been there. And other places, you know, it's and y'all can say the same thing. And it's crazy. But man, when you said that's like I said, man, all this just coming straight off the dome, dog. It's like that's why you can't get stuck up. Don't even allow fear. Some of you have allowed bad relationships to keep you from finding your visional spouse.
Yeah.
If I can say that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Because they have to be equipped for the vision.
Yeah.
They have to be in somebody that's gonna ride with you long term.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
like, you know my situation. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't it.
That wasn't it, dog.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
Time revealed itself.
That's bro, and it always will.
Yeah.
It will always reveal itself as long as you're faithful and committed to whatever vision it is God, you know, is still in you.
Yeah.
It will always be committed as long as you're committed.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to tie into whatever and manifest wherever else, because that's our mindset.
That's why now I don't even worry, because it's not my job. Don't get me wrong. You know, you have a female, you love them, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's not my job to worry about if you're gonna stay here or not. No. My job is to make sure I be where the vision is gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm trusting God with walking this path, then I'm gonna trust God with you.
Right.
You have to.
Right.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Then you're moving out of fear.
Right.
You're moving out of, oh man, and then you're always looking over your shoulder like you ain't got time for that.
So therefore, if you're trusting God with who He brought in your life, then how it look, you have to walk by faith, not by how it look.
Right.
You can't. How it look is gonna look because you don't went off your course and they went off their course.
Right.
Exactly.
But if she where she need to be at and they aligned, of course, it's gonna be some. Every time you fall, I've never fallen into a bush and not came out with no stickers on me. Never.
Right. Right. Right.
Never. I've never felt insane not come out with some dirt on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right. You on some Houdini stuff. You
yeah. You feel me? So if you've been walking through the woods and she been walking through the woods and y'all come out, of course she gonna have branches on her. Of course you gonna have dirt in your legs. Of course. Y'all should have stayed on the sidewalk where God put y'all at.
Right.
But we human, we gonna be wandering off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you're man. That's dope. Cause you got to look at like if that's kind of dope though, bro. That's if you're looking at like even at your scope of people, friends, you keep circling around the bad relationships. You might need to check your vision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause it, bro,
Yeah.
I had to recorrect the vision the other day. No count. Like, dead serious. No count. I was like, you know what? Let me just fall back.
yeah.
Let me just fall back. Bro, this is God dog. This is it all.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that's
Bro, like
Cause
for real.
Cause sometimes it's not them, it's
Nope.
us.
Yeah.
Because we want to hold on, bro.
Yeah, it's like you gonna be how you gonna be. You know what? Why am I even? No, I think I'm going the wrong direction. Let me get back on my way.
yeah. Right.
See, you start
You know what I'm
wondering.
saying? Yeah.
Right. Because my vision is going to dictate everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy, dog, because it's like even when I try to do, like, I can only do stuff as the potential that I have at the moment allows me to do stuff.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So what I mean by that is and you just got to be real. Like I can't, I'm not in a situation where I can put on something that, like a mega fest, like what TD Jakes does.
Yeah.
It takes a whole bunch of people to put on something like that. Now, what I can do, I can put on something on a smaller scale to mine. You know, I may not have, 20 different events going on at one time, but I can just put on one event
Yeah.
and manage that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I look at it's like the event we got coming up this weekend, right? And I can honestly say I try to say this in the right manner. It turned out bigger than what I actually intended it for. And I don't do nothing small play just to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as I'm moving and people's connecting and stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh man, that's great! I love your ideas." Blah 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 boom. How can I get involved?
Right.
So it's like I was just trying to do something like boom, come in, let's get everybody straight, boom. But then it just started as I'm moving, it begins to magnify, and so it's like when you're saying once again that your vision chooses these things for you. Is your vision big enough for what you desire to enter into your life? Because if not, that may be why you got what you got.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I then that was man, I love but that's gonna stick on my mind for a minute. If your vision chooses everything around you, and if everything around you is not what you want it to be, then that means maybe that's not your vision, or your vision is too small. And you're settling. Because if you're dealing with a hurtful relationship that you always find yourself going back to, your vision too small. It needs to be changed.
Bro.
Because you're settling for something
For whatever
has come because of familiarity or whatever it may mean to you, but you know you deserve better, but you continue to go back to the same place that keeps hurting you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And your vision something needs to change.
Bro,
So the potential of the person or the people that you need to be, they can't come because it's occupied by something that don't need to be there.
I'm trying to tell you.
there's no room.
This is so real.
So if my vision is bigger than what's in my life, then that means I got to get rid of what's in my life that's taking space of the vision that's supposed to be there. So you can't be like, oh, but it's like, it's going to hurt, but let it go.
Facts. it's like a bunch of stuff just over there. You know it need to be
Yeah.
moved and cleaned out, but you just looking over there like, I'll get to it later. It's like you know you need to let it go, but you don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
you know what, and don't allow it to change you. That's why I say don't revert back to the very thing that caused you to lose everything, because it'll cost you your vision. You can't see. You start wandering off. You start just feeling like how you were saying, feeling your way in the dark.
Yeah.
Who's that at who spoke that Sunday? It was the Pastor George that used to do Wild Bill.
Yeah.
On the show. He was like, man, you know, you out here, you in the dark, and you know you lost, but you just trying to feel your way through versus actually seeing.
Oh, yeah,
And how he did it, bro, it was just stupid, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing you the sermon, bro. He killed it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He killed it, bro.
Yeah.
Just like how you were looking. Coach A was like, dang. I ain't never heard it like that before. It's just like, hey, send me that. He killed that. But
Wow.
but it's true, man. It's just like, man, this is crazy how this is. And then again, it's your vision.
It's your vision, yeah.
It's just showing how much your vision is needing to be in line with wherever God needs you to do
Yeah.
and what He has set for you.
Yeah.
And so now my whole antennas and insight is on a whole nother level now, just because, especially when it comes to the spouse portion.
Right.
Glory to God, you know?
Yeah, be,
Like the
yeah.
right missus got to be here.
They got to be there. They got
Bro.
to be carriers. They're carriers of the vision.
Mhm.
You understand? So once again, it's not about what is it? What's those saying? That ET say that I would say it's not about equal contribution, but equal sacrifice.
Facts.
So because the vision is going to require sacrifice, but it's going to require sacrifice on two different levels.
Exactly.
So your mate going to have to be able to carry certain parts of the vision that's going to require him or her to sacrifice a portion of themselves for the betterment of the vision. And so the reason we have division in society right now is because of what the culture is projecting into the industry. And we're going by that versus really what it takes for a relationship to stand in today's climate.
Exactly.
It's too much selfishness.
Bro.
Vision cannot run with selfishness. It's going to stay stagnant. It's going to and revert back to being non-existent.
And it's going to burn and crash.
And you know what? First, and it's not. I'm gonna just say it this way, right?
Don't come from the
Come
house.
straight from the house.
Y'all
Tongues open.
come
You
up
got
from
your
the house,
slides
right?
on.
So the first, the visionary or the person who's not in charge, but the person who's up front, the male, he is the first person in a relationship who has to practice selflessness.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it this way, so everybody can understand.
I
Come on,
already
get
know.
that
I
alley-oop.
already know where
I'm
you
ready.
coming from.
The man in a relationship is the first one who has to be selfless, because the woman is going to mirror whatever that you do.
Think about it, dog.
Damn.
The man sets the tone.
Right. So it don't happen overnight. You got to practice. You have to learn what this is, right? You have to.
Come on, dog.
You have to learn it, bro.
Open the blinds.
You have to learn it, and that's why you have to accept the other person. That's why you have to let the vision choose the other person, because you can't be selfless to anybody. You be selfless to the wrong person, it's like an anchor connected to your ankle.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's
You
good.
know what I'm saying? So
that's good. Yeah.
the male is the first one who has to be selfless, have to practice it, has to know how to practice it.
Yeah.
I'm learning it right now. Like, what does let this go? No expectations. I mean, you talk off grid.
Yeah.
You have to all that stuff combined. The Captain Planet, all elements combined.
The power is yours.
All that stuff combined is
Yeah.
creates a selfless person, and that creates a certain type of environment
Yeah.
Facts.
for vision to breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know it's crazy, dog.
For the vision to breathe. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Bro, that's good.
That hit different.
It do. Because it's like I can't help but keep referring back to like my old situation. Like, bro, when you was like, bro, no, she religious and you spiritual. Like, y'all just gonna keep bumping heads,
But that's Pharisee and Jesus.
bro. Throw the smart part at you, dog.
Pharisee and Jesus. They was religious, bro. They was always trying to get him caught up in something. Always. He was like,
Bro.
they was always trying to get him caught up. He
Right.
was like, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
You know
Right.
what's crazy,
Right.
bro? And I thank God for this man. Even through, and it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad like that. But
Right.
It's just to think the vision. It makes me think I still stuck to the vision even when others fell off.
Mm.
It lets me know how anchored I was in my vision.
Yeah.
It lets me know, like, okay, cool. And then I remember after we surely had talked a little while after that,
Mm-hmm.
and it just got me thinking, like, bro, like each person that I chose, not the vision, but I chose, they left,
Oh, me
but I
too.
stayed.
Me too. Every time I show something, it ain't upright. I'm being real.
Wow, man.
I'm not
this is
being real.
good.
Every time I
It's
chose,
good.
I ended up with something that was the best. Like okay, I'm gonna just say off from the house, from the roof. My 14-year-old son is my favorite human being on the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Facts.
he came from a situation to where I chose. I made a decision that I shouldn't have made from a place where I didn't know I was at. Straight up like this. You ever seen a horse with the things on?
Yeah.
That was
Blinders.
me.
The blinders. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, man, I'm all in the middle of the street. I ain't supposed to be over there. I'm in the middle of the street, bro. You know what I'm saying? MLK. I'm on MLK. You know what I'm saying? Ain't supposed to be over there. I'm supposed to be in a stable, locked up.
Stalling traffic.
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Trafficking right now.
yo, trafficking, straight up.
That's crazy.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what that is, though. So yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's
that's
crazy,
good.
man.
That's
like,
good.
bro, the way you just, bro, it got my mind.
Bro, when I heard that, your vision choose your friends, and I was like, I had to tap into, God, so if you give me my vision, you lay out who I need to be around, then the vision would choose my spouse. It has to.
Yeah. Because you're going to be in the place
'Cause you
where
got
you're
it from
supposed to be
God.
at the right time. Yep.
So literally, I mean, that's what you want. You want God choosing your spouse.
Right.
He know what you need. We don't know. We think we know what we
We
need.
never know what we need.
Yeah.
Lord.
And just because they done fell in bushes and then came out the bushes and got stickers on them, be like, hold on, no, that's trust me.
Right.
Lord.
Trust me. 'Cause
Right.
All them times you didn't trust me. Remember all them times you didn't trust me.
Now you coming back like, I trust you, Jesus.
Nah. Trust me now.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I told you, walk by faith, not by sight.
Right.
See, you looking at the wrong thing.
Right.
Because we gotta remember, God's vision, our vision is different.
Different. Yeah.
Dang, bro.
That's crazy.
His vision different. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro.
Yeah.
yeah, his vision different.
I'm just thinking, dog, like, when the vision chooses your spouse, bro, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, when you think about the homies, you
Man,
know, they try to fix you up, you know, it's
Your vision big, boy. That couldn't.
Bro.
I mean, we did not. I mean, I can say for myself. I don't know about you, but I mean, the way things just coming together now.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. And what I mean by I didn't see that is, I figured you would probably just because there was no connections up to this point that I would say was stable enough to come up under your tutelage.
Facts.
So
That is true.
you know what I'm saying?
That is
So because there was a lot of factors
That had to be factored in.
that so it was like, okay, well, you know, no ground, no glory, you know, maybe just for Brother Kerry. Then 16 years? What is
Yeah, it's
17?
been 17 years of music. So
So
No
17.
Grind, No Glory birthed like 2014.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just say you've been in the music industry. So
Yeah,
17 years later,
Mhm.
in a span of like literally a short amount of time, you got what 4-5 guys just.
Yeah.
And these ain't like top tier guys. Let's
Yeah,
like, hey
yeah,
man, we
yeah.
want to join with you. Hey man, we want to join. Like,
Yeah.
boom, like
Yeah.
what? Where they do that at?
Yeah, his
And
whole
a DJ.
Like the whole squad is like heavy hitters at
his whole
one
squad-
time.
Yeah, your whole team is seasoned. So shouts out to No Grind, No Glory, the whole squad.
Like the whole
Yeah,
squad.
the whole
You know what I'm
squad
saying?
seasoned. Yeah,
Bro.
So it's like the vision was so she couldn't have carried that. She'd have aborted that, but that baby would have been aborted, and it would have been aborted not from natural circumstances. It would have been aborted because the doctor told you to stay on bed rest, and you didn't obey what the doctor said. That's what that situation was.
And you know it's crazy because
Yeah.
even when I think back, bro,
Yeah.
I knew when I wasn't ready to have an artist because I was trying to do it on my own. But it's like God's like, you gotta break the mold on that. I'm gonna have some brothers for you, but just carry the vision out. Just keep doing what you know to do. Stay faithful to me. I got you. And so basically, man, it's just like I knew when no, this ain't the right time. Just because I'm very serious when it comes to other people's vision, other people's ideas, and what they want to become, and like you know what I'm saying. Like when you have people that's coming under your leadership and believe and trust you, you have to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a heavy weight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's just like I knew I wasn't ready, but it's like, man, somebody else that came along and put a word in my ear. It's like, okay, you have to trust God enough to know that He's going to bring the right people, to know that you're not going to bamboozle them, know that you're not going to take advantage of them, know that they're going to help push the vision and get you more than what you could do for yourself. And when I jumped out the boat, 2014. It's like, cool, I'm riding. So it's just the vision will pick who's supposed to be there. Kojak, Tim, Knowledge, and Rick.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, bro, I was watching Kojak in and out. It was some stuff we ain't even discussed.
Yeah.
But he was in the vein, dog.
Dang.
During the show. In the vein.
Dang.
You know how at times when you look at it, you're like, man, what did that? Or was he, you know, boom. He's like, I got this. He know what he doing. Like, it's just a time thing that's just amazing with it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you got all A-list guys on
Yeah.
that, man.
I thank God, bro, because the vision chose that. I ain't even gonna count.
Yeah,
bro.
but here's the thing though. But had you not tapped into the potential that was there, none of this would even be seen.
That's true. That's true. Because it was easy to give up. It was easy to like, I don't want to.
He laid down, you know.
It's easy to
Cause
lay down.
like go back, like I said, I came home one day and I'm hearing. I stopped by the house. I come home. Wait a minute. How old were you then?
When I first started producing,
Yeah, because when I came home, you was in the room. He was in the room
Having
on the
keyboard.
computer doing some stuff. Up to that point, I live in the same house with you, guy. I ain't never heard you play with no music
at all.
at all. So it's like, where you get this from?
And see, when he was already out the house when I visited HL, because he was going to school in Arizona, but when I first got the music bug, this was in Shreveport. So when I went over there, saw his setup, I was like, "Oh, what's that?" Like, I was just floored, dog. I was taken aback. Like, what's this? Oh, he's like, "Oh, that's my board. That's my Mason board." I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" That's Blase. That's my mic. This is the studio. These are my monitors. Like, I was like, "Okay, God, this is what I want to do." Like, it didn't take not long at all. You know how a lot of people are like, "Man, I'm like, well, Lord, what do you want me to do?" Nah, it's like when I seen it, boom.
That's potential hitting the right atmosphere.
Facts.
Because when it hits the right atmosphere, it has
There's
to come
no
out.
hesitation. There's no lag.
It has to come out, dog.
Bro.
I can't write a book and not go to an author's expo and not come back home and write. I have to be a lazy human being to just hit the environment and be like, okay, that was good. I just got the high and I'm going to the next thing and forget about all that what just came. But I just had to share that. Go ahead.
No. That fits perfectly. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like your potential, you have to put it in the right. So it's like whatever you want to do, get there. It took me some years to get to Del Toro, but I got there.
Facts. And you were willing to keep going and not stop.
Yeah.
That's just it, bro.
Yeah.
It's your drive and ambition can only take you so far. But your commitment, your dedication, your character, that's what's gonna keep you there.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna help you surpass along other things that come along the way.
Yeah.
So when I seen that,
Yeah.
I already knew automatically this is what I want to do with my life.
Okay.
I knew, and that's why you never seen it. So when I came back, I got me that 49 key rig M audio keyboard.
Yo, that's
I
the
got
starter.
my reason.
That's a starter pack right there, boy.
bro.
See, the music guys know.
Bro, I'm talking about going back to Cubase.
Yo, that's a starter pack, boy.
Reason 3, Fruit of Loops 5.
Yeah, all the program.
Right.
Cakewalk, bro. I was like, I want it all.
Right here in the bag.
I want it all. You know what I'm saying? And I have my little TV tray.
Yeah.
I put my keyboard over there and my other TV tray. I got my monitor and then I got my mouse right here. And I just go to work.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, man, like, bro, it's just like you can't OD on potential, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
It's okay to recognize it. Once you recognize it, okay, take the next steps and initiatives to do what you need to do to enhance it and
The
be
P,
a beast.
the P after the E is the P, EPL. After you get exposed, the E go. P is the longest one process.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I've been in P for years,
We all been in P.
We all have.
but
Still in MP.
yo, but
You still in
But at least we're moving.
yo, but when you in the P and whatever you start gaining, you start like the mic you are now isn't the mic from 2 years ago.
Exactly.
So you done extended. You done you
Exactly.
got some leverage on how you used to be, how you used to think. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Shoot, I'm not the same guy you saw yesterday.
Exactly.
yeah, that's real. Yeah,
That's real talk. I was thinking
It
about
is.
that one day.
Yeah.
I was like, man, shoot, I ain't the same guy you saw yesterday.
And think about what's been enlightening in this moment right now. You're gonna be different tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
bro, this
This one, ooh, but this one hit different.
bro. You know I was sleeping early, but I'm wide woke now.
That one hit like, ooh, like, boy, I knew. I said, but when I said once I said, but once I read the definition, I said, yeah, bro, he gonna take it and open up the floodgate. I already know.
That's it.
I know how you think.
yeah.
I know how you wire. He's an intellectual. So when you tap that,
When he go,
it's over.
when he do that,
Don't do me.
you already know.
Don't do me.
straight for the house. Don't fuck with my head. Well, straight.
Oh my goodness! Don't do
But dog,
me.
I love you, dog.
I appreciate it, man. Yo.
You killing with them impressions, boy. I got
This hit so different. Like,
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
God, dog, bro.
Yeah.
If this don't motivate you not to sit on what God gave you, bro, I don't know what. I just don't know what.
For
Hey.
everyone, go on YouTube. I don't care if you hear this 3 years from now. Go on YouTube and type in Dr. Miles Monroe, How to Write Your Vision. There's so much nuggets in there. That stuff would change your life. I'm gonna send it to my son. My son, 14. I'm gonna send it to him. Like, son, listen to this. I had my son listening to Eric Thomas before he left, and he was like, "Daddy." Now this was his response, bro. ET was yelling too. he was talking about something. Okay, we talking about. And my son was listening to him, and then when it went off, it was a short clip, like about 10 minutes. And this is what Pop said. Rain said, he said, "Daddy," and he tried to come like a kid, but God was like, no. He was like, "Daddy, you know Daddy, I don't understand everything that he said. I said, but you understood some of it.
Right.
He said, yeah. I said, okay.
That's it.
That's
Because the
it.
more he
Yeah.
tap into it,
Mm-hmm.
the more he will understand because it'll set his atmosphere for the school year.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's going to start a vision within
Right.
him. And the vision is going to choose the right friends
Right.
that he need to be around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just setting him up for success, bro.
He said, I don't understand everything.
Stop it.
Bro, they ain't gonna be ready for this school year, dog.
They not.
But you just gave me some ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's, bro, ooh.
Bro, I listened to it. I'm gonna go back, listen to it again. I'm writing down.
Oh, I'm gonna go listen to it,
Bro,
I was gonna ask you what were you listening. I was gonna ask you to send it to me.
Yeah, but I'm deep. I'm writing scriptures. I got, bro. I'm stuff like that. I'm gonna start making posters. Like go and make a graphic and put it on my wall, bro. Like I need to see this every day because I know how the enemy try to work with me, and he knows that up here, this was at with me. He know he can't get me with sex. He know he can't get me with alcohol. He know I don't smoke weed no more. Like being done with that. He know I'm not finna get on the block no more. He know that. So when it comes to here.
Yeah.
He know if he get up in here, he can slow me down. Right now, I just don't have the time to be slowed down more than what speed that I'm supposed to move at this pace.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because you know you have to dig yourself out of the whole stuff that you done did, you know, to handicap yourself. So you have to get yourself right. But other than that stuff, I don't need to be, no, don't play with me. So I know stuff like that is you have to feed yourself and protect your mind, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
good, bro.
Yeah.
This hit on a whole nother wave.
Boy.
Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and listen to this one myself.
it's deep.
Yeah. Man, when I say, boy, you just gave me a whole nother perspective on vision.
It's deep. It's bro. It's real deep.
Dang, man.
It's deep. It's so deep till I can't think. It's deep. It's deep, bro.
you
I'm not.
yourself on this.
It have you not,
That's crazy,
bro.
though.
Bro. Okay, I'm gonna just be quiet because I know
The
time
tree
running
come
out.
out of the seed.
He
The
said.
tree come out of the
He
seed.
said the forest. He said the forest is on the inside of the seed. I was like, oh my gosh, bro.
Do you know how many generations that is now?
Jesus.
It was like he said. So what you're looking for is not out there. It's in you.
here.
I was like, Lord, okay.
In the form
got
of the word potential.
Mm.
What could be, because
Well-
the forest can't be if the seed isn't planted.
Right.
And then once you plant the seed, you have to nurture the seed because you can't just plant the seed and just leave it there.
Exactly. Nope. There's steps to nurture that.
Yeah.
To grow it.
He said so much stuff. It just helped. It helped groom
What was already there.
what was already inside of me, man. It helped groom what God was doing to me already.
Wow. And I'm going to say this here. This is for somebody out there. You're frustrated because what you never got is supposed to be a program for somebody else.
Bro.
What you never got is supposed to be a program for somebody else, and that's where your release and your freedom is going to come from.
He said that too. Bro, you can listen to it, bro.
Yeah, that just hit. It's just
yeah.
like this is for somebody. Somebody's going to listen to this. This is for you. You're going to know who I'm talking. You're frustrated because you didn't receive the love or the lack thereof or whatever it is that you was expecting to receive from whoever or a certain group of people. But your freedom and release is going to come from you actually putting a program together and putting yourself in that energy into those people or mentees or whatever however you decide to do it. That's where your freedom of that situation is going to come. Because you continuing to complain about the situation is not going to fix the situation nor you. So the very thing that you didn't have is for you to incorporate and put into a program and let that be a blessing to be instilled to somebody else. And that's going to give you your release of your freedom.
That's the word right there.
I just felt that. I just hate to say that.
He in this band.
Nah, call it what it is. You being prophetic. Call it what it is. That's what it is.
That's it.
So
That's
I
it.
just,
Going in
so
it.
I just felt
That's
that,
it.
man. So what? Man, I guess we can close it out with that, man.
Oh yeah. That's it.
He like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. What you talking about? Go close it out. Yeah. Man, yo, man, boy, y'all gotta be wired, man. Shoot, boy, I gotta. Yeah, well, we gonna go ahead and close that out, man. This has been a fire one, man. We pray that you got some nuggets out of here to kind of put some fuel in your tank to go to the next place, the next stop,
Facts.
the next designated place that's on the map called Success. So whatever that looks like for you. And so, man, we just thank y'all once again for tuning in, man. So just always remember, shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. So we'll see y'all once again next week. Peace.
Peace.